Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Magnolia, did you go pick up the popcorn yet? Good evening, Magnolia. Thank you. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please, please, please. Hi, One Journey. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. One Journey, you going to come to the party? Oh my goodness, it's about to be on and popping. Woo! One Journey says, welcome, NONYASISCHAT buttercups and chatters. Like, share, and comment. Critical thinking. I like that. One Journey says, let's talk about it. Truth and justice. Critical thinking. And we do just that. We try to. And I think we do a fantastic job. So give ourselves a pat on the back. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you. No profanity in its general audience and fans of all ages. Thank you. One Journey's nailing it today. Good job. Thanks so much. Thank you. Magnolia, how are you? How are you doing? Hi, Angela Atkinson. Good night. Good night. Magnolia, One Journey. Good night, Angela says. Hello, buttercups and chatters. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I actually feel good today, which is a good thing. I took a nap. Let's see. Angela says, hello, chatters, buttercups, and coffee cups. I can't get over the coffee cups. I like that. The coffee cups are the guys, One Journey. Party gonna turn up. Hope, hope. Anthony brings Denisha. Me too. Me too. Now we being messy over here. We being messy, guys. Mm-hmm. Magnolia, did you get pregnant today when you saw Dave? Magnolia, you see your baby daddy. Looking fine, fine. Those were good today. I actually liked them. So will legally separated come into play at the party? I don't know. Probably. This is going to be a riot. Where's my clinics? This is going to be a riot of a party. Don't let us down, Wayne. Don't let us down. We want to see party over here. And all the fireworks. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. One Journey is saying hello to everybody. Champagne is chilling. I like that. I guess we better have hors d'oeuvres instead of popcorn, huh? Hi, Magnolia. Oh, that guy's me wipe my eyes. I wonder if that if my Ring camera bothers me too. Hey, y'all. Sounded like Marilyn. Hey, y'all. Magnolia. Hey, y'all. Hi, Hope. Welcome in. Missed you. Always see Hope. Hope is a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. Hi, Juanita Crenshaw. Another sweetheart. We have all nice ladies in here. One Journey, Magnolia, Angela. You'll be in the front row. I'm gonna be with Magnolia following Dave and Amber around. I'm gonna be following them around. Channel focus. Channel focus. Oh, One Journey, you helping me with the vlog? I can't focus today. How about, I don't know, party time? Miss Betty Bush, good evening, my beautiful buttercups and chatters. Yes, One Journey. One Journey is always so on point because we're talking about, I think this is what One Journey is talking about. Are you all as excited? I am. I'm giddy. One Journey, are you speaking of the vlog I was talking about this morning? Because that way I can keep this going and then I'll get monetized, I'll go viral. And so it's just what we talked about this morning. If you didn't get a chance to look at this morning's tea, would you do that? And just give me your input. I mean, you can do it on the community board. You can send me a WhatsApp if you want. You have my number. If you don't, I can give it to you. So I love the tea and I love the wind down. I mean, I don't mind doing reviews, but I don't get to interact with you, individually, we as a group. Or we can set it up where I can do some like bashing in the beginning or whatever. And then we can go from there. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I really do want to know, like, how you want us to proceed. Or I can record a bunch of videos like everybody else and just throw them out there. But I don't want to do that, Then I will miss you guys a lot. Channel focus is what One Journey is telling me. So channel focus, I do believe she means focus on if we were a vlog and we made a comment, to make it like a whole comment, not 1,000 words. No. Just cause and effect. Or this happens in real life. Or, just something that's on point. Maybe we can try that, because then I can start categorizing our wind down and our tea as vlogs, as vlog. And vlogs actually make more money. Not that you make a lot of money, because like 25 cents a video. But anyway, given that way, I can stay around if I do it for free. But do I want to do it for free? Because the software costs a fortune. It's like, I don't really be spending my money on the software, because it does cost a lot. And it's actually, I think, the best software that's out there, except when it has a hiccup. But it is, I think, the best one that I've even tried out, because I've tested a few. I think 3 I tested, and then this one. And yeah. So somebody had me on her show, and she had this one, and I like this one. Yes, Hope, let the games begin. Let the games begin. Will legal separation come into play? Angela, no doubt about it. And, I'm sure a lot of channels are having a field day, because I was on Country Wayne's site today, and they're saying, Amber's in trouble. No, she's not. No, she's not. And I hope Wayne does. I mean, not Wayne. Wayne's the one's going to have a problem. I hope Anthony does bring Denisha. And One Journey, I'm sorry, but that's my critical thinking at work. Let him get 2 affairs under his belt. Then it'll be 2-1. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist One Journey. Let's see. Good evening. Hi, Donna. Welcome in, Donna. And Magnolia says, Esteem, I know. Where's Trinity? Oh, what if she hears from Trinity, huh? I know. I wanted to see Trinity. Alex is cool. I didn't realize that was Alex DJ. DJ Alex, and he spells his name Alix. And he's from the South, but I even know about DJ Alex. I didn't realize that's who that was, but that's who that is. His name is DJ Alex, and Alex is spelled Alix. So I don't know, because I think Trinity's going to pop up at Ernestine's house. Durain says, hi, Durain. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Are you guys ready? You ready for the party, Durain? And I think I was reading some of the comments, and they were just all, Amber's in trouble. Amber's in trouble. And I saw Marion, she was posting out there in all black. Oh, you want to see him in all black? And when Wayne checked Shayla, woo, her face cracked, didn't it? He just busted her out. And at the end, he basically threatened to fire her if she didn't stop talking. I mean, it wasn't an exciting short, but I did make one. You know, I had to. I had to. It's like, for me, shorts capture a moment in time, right? Even though I know that I'm going to take a lot of them down, once I go to get monetized again, I'm going to take a lot of them down, but it captures the moment. And that's what I like about shorts. I do miss the music though. I miss my music. But, a channel can get struck at any time. You can get monetized and then get a big red strike through your channel page. And you either clean up whatever they told you to clean up, even if you've been doing it for years, or your channel is just null and void. So yeah, that happens. And that's why in planning this, after trying a couple of times, I have researched and researched. I think I know YouTube policies a lot. Well, I do know them a lot better than I did. I really do. And I know shorts are a big problem. So that's why you'll see me making some funny looking face and sticking my head in the video, in the short, because they want to see your interaction in the shorts. Sometimes you'll hear me be on the side over here like this, and I'll say something because they want to hear the reviewers and the creators' real voices, not AI voices, real voices. So that's why you'll see me doing some goofy stuff. And I've changed my wording up a little bit. Instead of just having, cute little quips, to go with the video or the short. Hi, Nature. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Doing good. So I'm starting to put longer sentences, which for me is kind of boring, but, I'm still trying to meet the moment. Hi, Hemi girl. Welcome in. Nature says, good evening, Nonya and chat family. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm good. I took a nap today. I think everybody else is good. I think people are happy and excited about party over here. I don't know if you guys ever said that before, that we used to say party over here when there was a party we weren't supposed to be going to. Hi, Hemi girl. Welcome in. Yay, party. Party time. Party time. But Anthony might bring Denisha. Okay. We don't care. But Wayne, Wayne gonna be in his feelings. Oops. Watch. Watch Wayne be in his feelings. Watch, you guys. What you think? You think Wayne's gonna be in his feelings about Amber? I'm serious. What do you think? Just tell me yes or no. And, go to the bottom of the comments and just tell me, is Wayne gonna be in his feelings? Okay. One Journey says, welcome to the podcast. Just chatting with Nonya Sis. I don't know, One Journey, can this be considered a podcast? I hadn't thought about podcasts. I just happened to see vlog in the category, but the categories aren't as meaningful as they used to be, apparently, so maybe I should look and see if this could be actually a podcast, because of what we're doing, right? So that's not a bad idea, One Journey. Thank you for putting that up there. See, I told you, I know some smart people like you all. Ladies, you guys rock. I love you. And we just nail everything. And Hemi Girl says, I can't wait. It's about to go down. Yes, it is. Hemi Girl, Angela says, good evening, good night. Denise, welcome in. Welcome in. Good evening, Nonya and Chatter family. Hey, girl. Party over here. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Hope. Hey, Nature. Hey, Angela. Hey, Hemi girl. That's from Magnolia, y'all. She saw her man today. She saw her Dave today. She happy. This was a good day. And so was last weekend, the white party thing, except we didn't get to see Trinity. Hmm. And I hope Amber and Dave kiss and Aunt sees it. You know that man gonna kiss Amber. And he may not, I don't know if he knows what Anthony looks like, but we know he knows about him because Amber's name is Amber Dalton. He saw her driver's license. He knows where she lives, right? He knows her husband's name is Anthony. So he has probably done his due diligence on Anthony. And he's always so what was the word I used the other day? Kind of unbothered. No, unflappable. That's the word I use. And I think he only gets excited when probably, necessary. But, and honestly, Magnolia and Amy Girl, you guys might know. I mean, of course, the code word is that she's getting married to Ray and the cameraman. But you think it might be Dave, for real, who she's engaged to? You think it might be Dave? Might be. Maybe they're just using Ray as a cover. And is Amber really having a baby? Because that girl got a baby pouch. Because we know Amber's slim. But yesterday in her cute little brown outfit, it's got this little baby bump. I'm going, wait, Amber. Because she already, she pretty much told us a few weeks ago. But, in her code, she said it on a live. She said something. I forget what she said. But it was when she said something about being engaged. Where's Marion? I know Marion is watching somewhere. I hope you guys are doing okay. And if you visited other sites, that you're okay. All right. Oh my God, I missed a bunch of skits. Yeah, you did, Donna. Yeah, girl, you got to get out there and go check them out. And Shayla almost lost her job on the podcast. I think if she had kept talking, Wayne was going to fire her on the spot because Wayne will fire you in a minute. Okay, I will one journey. I'll read it. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I'll look at podcast. I don't want it too structured, but anyway, let Ant think he's going to act a fool, baby. So Dave and Uncle fill him out of his house. Oh my goodness. And let's see. Nature says, please give us this party ASAP. I hope so. Don't drag it out and don't let it be flat. Don't let it be flat. Please, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. Give us a party. And let's see the interaction between everyone present, especially Dave, Amber, and Anthony. I want to see that. And even though Wayne doesn't matter, I want to see Wayne's face. Mm-hmm. And Alex's house is beautiful. It is beautiful. Sure is. Did you see his golf course? I'll read one journey. Did you see his mini golf course where the ball goes in the hole and then it comes up? If you make a hole in one or whatever, if you make the ball, it comes up at the next hole. That is so cool. And I don't like golf. I took golf in college because I was trying to get out of PE. So I took golf. I did for real. Mm-hmm. And I don't like golf. But his house is really nice. Yes, Nature, please give us this party right away. One Journey says, welcome to the podcast. So I'm going to read up on podcasts because their rules are probably less intense. And I know that I'm pretty sure YouTube supports podcast. So maybe we can go that route, right? I mean, and then I can still give my reviews, if I want. I just don't want to do it the old fashioned. To me, it's kind of like just, do this tape, put it out there and leave. I don't want to do that. I want to interact. Angela Atkinson, Hemi girl, do you think there will be a fight at the party? No, I hope not. What's he gonna do? Try to say something to Amber? Get beat down by Magnolia baby daddy. I'm already pregnant. It happened yesterday. Magnolia, you be getting me, girl. Magnolia be on Dave. Good night, nature, says Angela Atkinson. Hemi says, I want full PDA between Amber and Dave. You guys are a mess. um, I was out in Country Wayne's world. Hi, Marianne. Good evening, Marion. And Marion says in chat, good evening, Nonya. Yeah, Marion, we're out there cruising the dirty streets of Country Wayne world, right? Today. I had a good time putting stuff out there. Hemi girl, Dave finna kiss his woman in his house, and Aunt will have to deal with it. Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Anthony gonna be hot. 716. Nature says Angela Atkinson. Hey Angela, how are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. Nature, you're so sweet. And so is Angela. Angela is laughing at Magnolia. I think you get pregnant today when you see Dave in the black pants playing golf. He looked good too, didn't he? I mean, I like him. I like the character Dave. They have not messed him up yet, but I do like him for Amber. I like him for Amber. And Amber's always smiling. And I love that. I love that. Yeah. I think Hemi girl, Dave, I say again, because I've been saying it, I think Dave is Anthony's karma. And Dave, maybe, hey guys, do you think they are going to go with giving us a storyline for Anthony? Will they split them up? I mean, they can get back together anytime later in the century or whatever, but do you think they might really be thinking about splitting up that storyline? I mean, seriously. Hemi Girl says since Amber had to see Aunt and Shayla in bed, her being lost in Dave's presence without knowing Anthony is there is the karma we need for Anthony. Hemi Girl, I like that. I like that. That's deep, actually. And I didn't even go there. I was just thinking about his presence, right? But yeah. And if Amber doesn't know he's there. And I can't wait to see Wayne's face. I like that. Since Amber had to see Aunt and Shayla in bed, I can see Amber being lost in his presence without knowing Anthony is there. That's a nice one. That's a bar. I like that, Hemi girl. Hey, Marion. Hey, Nature. Hey, Juanita. And then Marion says, hey, Magnolia. Channel focus. Okay, one journey. Well, now I got to go read about the podcast first. Maybe we can get away with doing a podcast. And it'll be, I think it's less, maybe it's less, I don't want to say restrictive because the vlog isn't restrictive, but they do have certain things that they want you to put in. And maybe if we make this the podcast, I can still say what I have to say as far as a reaction. It doesn't have to be long. I can still put video clips in. So One Journey, thank you for that. Just chatting with Nonya Sis and Buttercups. See, One Journey is a smart woman. Thanks, One Journey. Girl, we got to talk. And then we have Discord. We have the chat. I like it. I like it. Did Dave get excited to see Amber when she came with Ernestine? Mm-hmm. That's he looked, you know how he does? He looks up and he goes, there she is right there. He's so unflappable. Oh yeah. And when he gets a text from her, he smiles. He smiles at his phone when Amber texting. Mm-hmm. And then when Amber said, "Oh, I'm not invited to the party," he looked at her, almost, almost like, because I was waiting to see his reaction. But his reaction after I watched it another time? It was more like, kind of, what are you talking about? Like, kind of like, why would you not be here? But without saying that, there are people who speak that way. And Marion says, "Hey, Angela, we all need to have a watch party like Bridgerton." Yes. Well, we had one. What was that we were watching? I mean, we were all in here telling Amber, no, 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 don't do something. We weren't here, but we were in our respective homes. And we had a watch party, basically. Yeah, he was excited. He like looks at, and it's like he looks at Amber and he gets lost. Like he just watches her. And oddly enough, um, my current husband and my ex-husband, they used to do that to me. But it made me very uncomfortable. It's like, why are you staring at me? I mean, what are you looking at? I would say that. It's like, what are you looking at? Why are you staring? Because for me, it's an uncomfortable feeling, and or you sit there and you just watch me walk by, it's like, what are you looking at? And then both of them, they just turn their head and keep doing what they were doing. But maybe that's a guy thing. I don't know. Hmm. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And yes, watch party. Uh-oh. What did I do? I wonder if Anthony gonna claim his wife. No, he better claim Denisha. Because then I'm sure he'll bring Denisha. Hmm. And Wayne will either bring Lauren or Wayne will be alone. I think. I think. Either Lauren or no one. But Lauren's gonna be followed by Dan. So maybe Lauren needs to stay at home. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Okay. Let's see, Angela. Maybe not. I mean, might turn out to be boring, right? They've let us down before. Nature says, "Magnolia, hello. Your baby daddy looking extra fly and showing off them biceps." Yeah, he was. But did anybody catch Amber's clue last night? I did post something, but I don't think a lot of people knew what I was talking about. Because when Amber dropped the P word, is she telling us that she's having a baby in real life? Not in Skitland, in real life. Because we know Amber likes to give her fans clues. We know that. So, Marion, what did you think? Did you pick up anything on that? You follow Amber very closely. You do. So, I'm just wondering, did you read anything into her saying that? And given she looked like she has a baby bump yesterday, a cute little round baby bump. Hmm. Good evening, Antoinette Burkhead. I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Is that why she dropped that word? Because if she is, she said, "Who is it? Who that is? That's just my baby daddy." If she is, they're gonna have to write it into the skits, right? So I wonder if that's why Amber said that. I hope Amber wears the dress Anthony bought her for that photo shoot. Ooh, ooh, boy, you guys are sharks today. Wow, and that dress is gorgeous. That's a beautiful dress, but I don't know. Hi, Gwen. There's my friend. Hi, Gwen. Welcome in. Welcome in. There's my buddy. There's Gwen. I'm glad to see you, Gwen. I hope you had a good day. I really do. I went to sleep earlier after I texted with you. I went to sleep, and I was glad because I just felt tired. Um, my blood pressure, it's not bad today, but it was a little high, but not excessively high. But I went back to sleep, and after I did the tea this morning, I went back to sleep. So maybe what the doctor did with my medication is bringing it down slowly back to, manageable level. I don't even know why, other than being stressed about oops, about YouTube. I'm not stressed. So this has been like, what is wrong with my channel? What am I doing? What am I doing? And it finally started to wear on me, guys. It really did. And then, I'd pray about it, but not like, I just asked the Lord to guide me. Do I need to just stop doing this? Because I love doing this. It's like being at work, so I'm not bored, but just show me what I should do. Just lead me. Not, I'm not asking for money no, just I don't like to feel lost, or confused, or because when it affects your health, there's something going on. So that's what I actually said a prayer about that. Just show me the way, or point my feet in the right direction. Let's see. Nature says, yes, he is looking mighty, mighty fine. Yeah, he looked pretty doggone good today, hitting them golf balls. Ernestine better keep her paws off, Dave. Ooh, Dave, you got a fan club. You got a fan club, Dave. Uh-huh. And of course, Amber told her, but basically behave yourself. Behave. But I did want to see Trinity. I did. But Ernestine had that white top on. I read something into almost anything that looks like it's a clue. When she had that white top on, of course, I thought Trinity, right? As soon as I saw her in the white top, I was like, where's Trinity? I hope he's not gone for good. Yes, he's cool. Okay, let me keep going here. Gwen, thanks everyone for joining. Gwen says, thank you everyone for joining NONYASISCHAT chat. Yes, I do appreciate you joining. Welcome in, welcome in. And if you guys have been anywhere else around the sphere and you're not feeling it right now, just come on in and chill out. You don't have to talk, you don't have to do anything. Just come listen to us because we love to get lively. I hope Anthony brings Shayla. Miss Faye. I posted something that said I was commenting on some Amber disliker. And I said, I hope Anthony takes Shayla and Kai to court with him. Take them. Take Denisha. Take one of your women. I said that. Take Shayla. Marion says, and did you all? Yeah, I did see him, Marion. When I did watch the skit, I saw Raphael Warnock there at the meeting. The first Black representative for Georgia. Yeah. Oh, I was on his race. I mean, not on his team, but I was definitely watching for him. So I hope he's serving you guys well, Marion. And I don't know, one journey you're in Georgia, but I mean, I don't know if he represents all of Georgia. So I can't, I have to keep up with California politics. And then Angela says they were all jumping for joy when Ben found out about Amber. Now they exited. They're excited Anthony's going to catch Amber. So that's why I put the comments in. I did, and I made sure they remembered this is Wayne's World. And in Wayne's World, legally separated, has a few rules, but what you going to do about it? What you going to do when they come for you, bad boys? See, I'm not afraid to go out there and do battle. But I'm nice about it. That's why sometimes I think people don't comment. They be like, ooh. No, I'll do battle. It's okay, Angela. And of course, I'm sure other people were just having a field day thinking like, oh, she's going to lose everything. No, she's not. No, she's not. Hey, Donna. Magnolia says, hi, Gwen. And then Nature says Amber is trying to matchmake Dave's friend with Ernestine. Yeah. DJ Alex. And, when I first looked at him, because he is extremely popular, he's even popular here. And when I first looked at him, I said, I know that guy's face, but I'm not knowing, like, who is that? And then I did see in the comments, somebody said something about DJ Alex, and it clicked in my head. That's who that is. And he's extremely popular. Um, and he started out as a DJ. He's a content creator. He's influencer, the whole bit. And his name is spelled Alix. So he's DJ Alex. And so yeah, I can see that being his house. To be honest, it's been around a long time. Good evening. Gwen says good evening. Angela, Donna, Magnolia says no. Leave the bottom feeder with her mammy. Yeah, leave her over there and let her protect Diesel from her mom. Yes, I'm drinking coffee at 7:46 p.m. my time. I didn't even eat today. Maybe I should eat sometime, huh? I eat junk. If my husband's not home, I don't eat. And he'd be on my case, but it's like I kind of don't be feeling like it, but I need to eat. Anyway, maybe that's why I get headaches. Angela says, Nature, I don't think Ernestine will touch Dave. She was not feeling Alex at all. No, she wasn't. Hey, Trap Star, are you excited, girl? Hi, Trap Star. Welcome in. Welcome in. Ernestine would in no way even look Dave's way. No, I don't think she would. Carla. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. I wonder if Wayne is going to show up. He's coming. He's coming. If they pay him, he's coming. He said he would. And he is going to be looking like, who is that Amber is with? Who is this man? Because we know Wayne's just waiting. We know it. I'm going to buy some party clothes early. I can't be late. Angela Atkinson, you're funny. She says she's going to get some new clothes. I hope they do a great job on this party. Don't disappoint us. Like with the Bar 44 party. The birthday party was good, though. Wayne's birthday party was good. And, I actually thought that today when Wayne and Tamara were talking, or they were speaking the second time, I was actually kind of hoping that he would put his guard down. But then I thought about it and I said, nah, he's not. Wayne is going to be single. Wayne don't want nobody telling him what to do. But, in all honesty, sometimes we are that person. We don't want somebody that's going to tell us what we can do and not do. Some people are just that way, I mean, if I weren't married, I'd be that person. Not as harsh as Wayne, but I'm that person. Like, live and let live. Leave me alone. Don't just stop. But I'm married, so I don't act that way with my husband because I don't want him mad at me. I like my husband. Anyway, Ernestine, in no way, no, she wouldn't. I wonder if Wayne is going to show up. I think, yes, he will. And then I'm going to I got that one already, Angela. And then let's see. Nature says, Angela, I hope not. Most of the time she is respectful of Amber and her interests. She was checking him out, though. Oh, yeah. And then, yes, I think Ernestine likes them tall. She isn't interested at all. Her husband's pretty tall. Ernestine's real husband. He's pretty tall. Ernestine's tall. Welcome to the podcast. So we were talking about video logging this morning so I can get monetized for our chat for people who don't know it. Instead of just doing those review videos, dropping them in the box and just leaving and never talking to you guys or anything, no interaction. Because a lot of times people don't even read the chat, the comments when they do those. I don't know. Not many of them do. Some do, some of the ladies do. But I don't want to just have an audience and just be talking down to people, or just, only being able to read a few comments at a time. I like talking to you guys individually or reading what you have to say to other people. The only thing that I would ask And this is a ask. Is that like when you say like, I agree with you, Magnolia, like, can you put like why? Like, I agree with you that Dave looked good today or something like that. So everybody will be involved and know what's going on instead of, because I remember when I was a moderator for O'Neill, I would always try to catch the comment that the person was responding to so I could let O'Neill know what they were responding to. And believe me, that's hard to do, especially when you have a lot of chats going. It's like you try to backtrack real quick to find the comment they're responding to. So if we could like just put something in there to say, yeah, Magnolia, he was fine today, or I like the golf course, or whatever it was. I didn't even know he had that back there. That's a cool golf course. I mean, it goes in the hole and it pops up at the next hole. I've never seen that before. Um, are you guys ready for the party at Dave's house? Yes, ma'am. Antoinette, we are ready. And Antoinette, you know that is Alex's house, right? You know that's Alex's real house. Yep. Let's see. Magnolia Wayne is coming to the party. What's up, Nonya? Nature? Just trying to make it. Hi, Shy Town. How's Shy Lady today? Hi, Shy Lady. I saw you in the comment section. I commented on something you posted in the Country Wayne comments. I basically covered your back. Not that you needed it, but I was like, Shy Lady. Let me go see what she's saying. And so I said whatever because somebody said something. I was like, get here. Go on away from Shy Lady. Angela Atkinson says, can you imagine Anthony and Amber getting dressed to go to the same party? Anthony gonna think he's really doing something. He is gonna bring Denisha. I would bet a nickel that he's gonna bring Denisha. This is gonna be so interesting. Let's see. Nature says it is good that you got your nap. It is. Naps are real healthy for us. Oh, good siesta. And I just felt like I needed it. Not that I do anything too. I don't usually have really busy weekends anymore. I used to have really busy weekends, but not now. So I'm starting to figure out a regiment. Um, and I think it's working, Nature. Hope says, I love that Shayla, when the way her face broke in front of Sonny, that was, woo, there was no misunderstanding. And I also like at the end when she kept talking, he told her, he'll fire her quick, right? That there might be a seat for Sonny. And he's talking to Shayla. Basically, if you don't stop talking, Sonny will get your seat. Talking about she's the lead lady. I was so glad he took that wind out of her sail. That, yeah, there was no misunderstanding, Hope. None whatsoever. Now that was good because she needed some air let out of that balloon. She really did. She was just doing too much, way too much. And then what did he call her? He said, you're a thief. Like, you didn't put anything in here. How you just going to take a job, I guess is what he meant. He called Shayla a thief. If you listen to what he said, yeah, he called her a thief. I'm like, a thief? But then I thought maybe because she was calling herself the CEO, the lead lady of the podcast, and then he threw up there. She basically didn't put anything into it, and she had told Sonny Wayne was a silent partner. Now, why you want to tell Sonny that? Wayne's going to bust you out if you say that. But yeah, she was just that bold to say Wayne was a silent partner. And then Donna says, how do all the group of men and Ben end up at a party at Dave's? Creative writing, Donna. Creative writing. And where did it all start? Benjamin, the guy we love to not like. And I was waiting to see if he told on wait a minute, Magnolia said, hope my baby daddy has an ambulance on standby. Mm-hmm. But Wayne does have a tendency he wants to fire people. And I believe he would have fired Shayla right there on the spot. Like he just checkmated her big time. In other words, Shayla, you don't even have any money. And you're talking about you run this podcast and I'm the silent investor? No. So that took some air out of her sail. And Gwen says, "Hi, Marion, Miss Fatale, Nature Trap Star Carla, One Journey, Shy Lady, and Hope and Antoinette. And Wayne will go only if Anthony goes." And Dave said no plus ones. Of course, he said Amber will be his plus one. So I'm wondering, I saw that too. So Marion, I'm wondering if he's going to tell Amber that Anthony, is she okay with Anthony coming? Or is he just going to say Anthony cannot come and is Wayne still going to come? I agree. I wonder if he's going to stop Anthony, or is Dave going to let Anthony come? I had the same question. Yep. Sure did, because they made it a point to talk about security. And at good parties, like in the wine country, we go to parties sometimes and your name has to be on the list or whatever. And they do hold to it, that's for sure. Wayne is going to have a field day. He's going to get an eye full when he sees Amber's new chocolate. Because I'm sure that's what he wanted to be on the podcast for. Remember, he told Amber, well, I'm going to be asking questions on the podcast because he's trying to find out who Amber is dating. So you're about to meet him, Wayne. I'm loving this. I am. I don't care about, right now, I'm focused on the party. The rest of it, I don't care. I just want to see a good party. Let's see. Yep, Wayne is going to be jelly because he sees no other man better for her than him. And all she would be doing if she got him, I don't even think Amber's enough, like now, as a grown woman, to change Wayne. I think Wayne's just going to be Wayne forever. I mean, I could be wrong, of course, but I really want to see his reaction. And I'm wondering too, is Dave going to let Anthony in the party? Or is he going to ask Amber what she thinks? Or is he just going to do it behind Amber's back and say that's a no-go? Because we know he knows Anthony's name. He saw Amber's address. And I'm sure he did his due diligence on Anthony Dalton. Dave is no dummy. So, and did you guys see Melissa's crash out this morning talking to her mom on the phone? What's going on with those two sisters? Wayne is going to be in his feelings too. Magnolia. Big time. Yes. And Wayne had me rolling on the ground when he shut down Miss CEO Shayla. Me too. End up with egg on her face. I mean, he could have fired her right there on the spot if he wanted to be really nasty. Just like he did when he fired her and Amber. I mean, how you go fire Amber? She got a contract. But I mean, I know that Anthony Q got a real contract with a label. But he made it, and she left soon, but he made it like Amber didn't have a contract. But she did have one. But he probably knew, Amber wasn't going to try suing him or anything like that. She just walked off like, I'm leaving you here with Shayla. I'm leaving that day. And then Wayne is going to be messy. He's going to urge little ankles up. But his little ankle's going to be able to get in. Yes, Wayne will use it on the podcast and give her an I told you so. Well, I mean, she said no, but yeah, it's none of his business, right? I mean, I would have said no too, because it's not Wayne's business what I'm doing. She's not dealing with Wayne that way. So I kind of side, no, not kind of. I do side with Amber on that one, because it's not Wayne's business what she's doing. So what, he can go run and tell Anthony? I thought Ben was going to tell Anthony today, But I think Ben didn't want to upset Anthony today because he needed Anthony to go and ask Wayne. And then Ben didn't even invite Anthony. Anthony had to say something to Ben. This is how certain people think. He didn't even think to say, well, man, just come with Wayne or anything. He wasn't even going to bring Anthony into the fold at all. But yeah, this is your friend. Mm-hmm. The one that has a low-key crush on Amber. Yeah, I think Ben has a low-key crush on Amber. That's why he can't keep Amber out of his mouth, the name. Mm-hmm. And then Marion says, yeah, I told you so. Anthony's going to have a heart attack. Please don't say that, because we don't want Amber rushing back over there to save him. I mean, we don't want anything to happen to him, of course. But let Shayla go save him. Let Shayla go do it this time. He don't want Amber? Then leave Amber alone. Amber, go on about your business. Mind your own self's business. Find the business that makes you happy, Amber. And if it's not Anthony, then leave him alone. You like podcasts? They're more popular right now. You're right, they are. Trap Star, I'm going to read about podcasts. And that's a thank you to One Journey, because she put that up there and I saw it. One Journey knows how I think. And it's like, I love it. I'm going to look and see, because these thank you, One Journey. And yeah, Trap Star, she's on it, right? So I'm going to read up on podcasts, because YouTube does support podcasts. And that's kind of what we do. You know, I mean, as long as it's not so restrictive either. I mean, you ask questions, but you can't make people just, fall in line like soldiers. We're not here to manipulate people and all this kind of stuff. I just do want to see, when we respond to other chats, to other comments, that we let other people know why we're responding that way. Now, that I really would appreciate, because I'm telling you, like, when I was a moderator, and I would try to keep up, because O'Neill would read it, but then he wouldn't know, like, who they're responding to. So I would always, as soon as I saw it, I would try to go really fast back up the chats to find out who A was responding to, who is B, what are they talking about. So I could put a red flag or something to let O'Neill know, yeah, you want to read this, you know what I mean? So just stuff like that I would do as a moderator. But I learned that on another show that I did moderate for. It was on TikTok during the election. I like podcasts. They're more popular right now. Me too. Thank you, One Journey. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And then One Journey did send me a link about Discord. That's when you can actually talk to somebody and they'll be on the speakerphone, because I can have 10 people up here at one time. If you guys ever wanted to come up here, I can have 10 of you, well, 9 because I'm one, but I can have 9 people up here, and you could all have just a circle on your face. You don't have to show your face. So I can hold 10 people. If people ever want to come up, just tell me. You don't have to show your face. You can be right here. You'll replace the wine glass like Miss B does, right? So just say, I want to come up. I want to come up. Oh, One Journey, do you want to come up? I forgot. I'm so rude, running my mouth. One Journey, you want to come up and hang out with me for a while? I love, because nobody can blackmail Amber anymore, especially since Dave is revealed as Amber's man. One Journey, you want to come up here? No, yes, baby. Gwen, if they do a background check on the guest list, that could be a warning for Amber and Dave, because Amber is a businesswoman. That's true. That's very true, Gwen. I can't wait for this party. Maybe it'll be next weekend. Anthony will probably have to pay Wayne out of his own pocket. Yes. I can't see. It's Ben that's wanting to have a celebrity. It's not Alex. Alex didn't ask. Ben offered, right? Party over here. Yes, shy lady. Party over here. Anthony is not going to make the cut because Dave said there has to be security and the guests have to be screened. Wayne may get turned away too. That will be interesting. Ooh, that's going to be interesting because Wayne is just an add on. Tamara was about to slap Lauren. I know. Tamara wasn't feeling it. Alexis, I'm honestly, it's just something about the way he interacts with Tamara. And it, even though he's trying to be harsh about it, he acts like he still likes Tamara, you know? And he told her he wanted her back in her sandals. Like he wanted his Tamara. He didn't like he didn't say, I don't like the new Shayla look or Lauren and Delicia look. He liked Tamara, except comb her hair, of course. So I was looking at that and then I heard him say, where your sandals at? You know, where's your regular girl look? Like, in other words, you done got uppity now. If you listen to that conversation that they had, Alexis, so I think it's more he liked Tamara the way she was, just natural, like a natural woman, except comb your hair, girl. Now I will say that Tamara can't be not combing your hair. Antoinette says, please respect everyone's comments. Oh, thank you, including the commentator. Trapstar Anthony will show up with his wedding ring on and Denisha as his date. That's what I think too, Trapstar. He's going to throw a fit and yell, that's my wife. When he sees Amber and Dave, y'all know how he does. That's my wife, man. That's my wife. He kissed Amber in front of Steen and Alex. That man, he don't be holding back. Unflappable. That's the word I use for him, yeah. Because he is unflappable. And I like that about him. He doesn't just go off the hinges, right? He's very observant and he listens. So he learned a lot from when Anthony was blowing up Amber's phone. Remember? And he's listening to the conversation. And we already know he didn't look Anthony up. Yep, sure did. I think that's what he meant when he said he's very strategic. Exactly, Marion. That's what I was thinking too. He's very strategic about what he does. And Melissa better hold on, honey, because I think she might be on her last string. Ernestine might get her job. Except Ernestine talked too much. Dave was glad to see Amber when she came to the house. Yes, Angela, she was. I want Ben to fall flat on his face along with Anthony at the party, then name dropping Wayne for some clout. I know, Hope. Exactly. And you know what? I wonder, Hope, if Wayne knew that Ben name dropped him and then had the nerve to say he knew Wayne's kids, would Wayne still come? If he knew it was Ben and he knew Ben name checked or name dropped him, would he still do it? For money, maybe, knowing Wayne. And then Trapstar says, Magnolia C, yes, he did kiss her in front of Steen and Alex. Twice. Hi, Terrain. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anthony is going to lose his mind. They're making sure Anthony gets to see Dave's mansion. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that boy going to be, that little ankle's going to be in his feelings for days. Oh, my gosh. This is going to be so good. But you know what? I want him to let Anthony in. And as a man, he might just, if Amber's not uncomfortable with it, but we know Amber, she's going to be uncomfortable. But yeah, I loved it too. I loved it. The party will have fireworks. I'm really wondering, are they going to let Anthony in? Because there's a reason that Dave mentioned security, background checks. Is security going to be at the door? There's a reason for it. And if Anthony shows up, is he going to let Anthony in? Is he going to even talk to Amber about, does she know Wayne? Because, Alex is going to tell Dave everything that happened at that party. I mean, at that meeting today. Right? And then what if he finds out somehow, I don't know how, that Ben is Melissa's brother-in-law? I mean, what if? That's all I'm saying. Like, what if? Interesting, huh? I mean, look at it from the Melissa side. If Dave needed Melissa to do some stuff for the party for Alex, and it comes out that Benji, Benjamin, Benny, is Melissa's brother-in-law. Hope says, Hope, I can't wait for Ben to get embarrassed and fall on his face. Yeah, Ben is not it. He's not cool at all. He's not. He's a mess. And I still think he low-key likes Amber. That's why he can't keep Amber's name out of his mouth. Just like he liked Ernestine, he liked Abigail, or loved her, he married her. I think he might low-key like Amber. That's like Shy Lady and I were talking this morning. Like the little boys in the sandbox who like a girl, but they're mean to her. But they're mean to her because they like them. We were talking about that this morning. Alex and Dave hiring security for the party. We know Anthony getting tossed out. I'm sure he's going to ask Amber, I would think. Unless Dave and Amber are at the door. If Dave doesn't give specifics about Anthony and somebody else is at the door, well, I don't know. Let me not even try to think that far away. But yes, Magnolia say, yes, Trap Star. I love that Wayne and Ant will have to see Dave's house. I know Wayne will. Wayne might rub it in his face. And maybe Ben and Anthony can't get in the party. Marion says Dave thinks this is going to be Amber and Dave's coming out party. Dave thinks this is going to be Amber and Dave's coming out party, just like Aunt flaunted Shayla in public in front of Amber. Amber is going to give this to go the same toward Anthony. And I like that, Marion. I mean, I know we're not wishing for something bad. We're hoping for something good for Amber. Because that girl's been through heck at this man's hands and her best friend, ex-best friend. But Shayla's never been anybody's friend. Shayla is Shayla's friend. Let's see. And when Dave sees Anthony's name on the list, he might block him. And we know he knows his name is Anthony Dalton. He already knows that. Who knew he had a mini course? I didn't. Bet he will be the DJ for the event. I didn't know it. And Magnolia, you know that's Alex's house already. I don't even need to say that. But yeah, that's a cool golf course, though. I never saw one like that before. That where it'll go into the hole. But then I don't know any rich people like that either. I was on the floor when Wayne said, if someone keeps talking, there will be an empty seat. Exactly. In other words, Shayla, I'll fire you so fast, just like he did with the contract. Wayne will fire you quick. Look how he did Tamara. You break up with your girlfriend in 20 minutes. Wayne does not care. I mean, that's not something I would want as a character, a character trait, to just have, like, just don't care. I don't think I want that. I was on the floor when he said that. There would be an open seat for Sonny. Yep. And if you saw my short, that's what I meant. At the end, he did say just what Shy Lady just said, which was there would be basically an empty seat for Sonny because Shayla's going to lose her job if she keeps talking. Yeah. They want the party. This party won't be flat. I can feel it. That's why Wayne is coming. It's going to be epic. I think so, too. I think they're going to do a good job. They did a great Angelina's short. It's at 9:33. Only 67,000. Really, Gwen? That's amazing. Hi, Street Poet. Hi, Terrain. I know I said hi to Terrain already. Street Poet. They're really trying to make Anthony commit a crime in passion. And I hope that's not it, because Street Poet, um, he would no, he won't, Street Poet. You can't go around beating up your wife. Come on, he'll be in jail. And why? He hasn't been with Amber for a year and a half. It's time for Amber to move on. No, wives don't sit around and wait for you like that, Street Poet. This is Skitland. No, babe, we don't do that. You don't stay with a man who abuses you that way. That's mental abuse. And then even grabbing her arm, that's physical abuse. So I really don't understand. And then he made that comment about how men in the movies, take their wives out. Street Poet, that's wrong. He would be well within his rights to do so. Don't come in here with that nonsense, Street Poet. Cut it out. Cut it out. Come in here messing up my vibe. No, you can come in anytime, Street Poet. But no, babe, he won't be within his rights. You can't do that. Nope. Plus, he needs to just sign the papers and keep it moving, because she finally woke up and realized he ain't no good. So why stick with him? When a woman is ready to go, let her go. When a man is ready to go, let him go. We don't own other people. You can't make other people stay with you, right? That's not how we operate in this country. Don't work that way. Anthony is going to show his behind, probably. And then Nature says there will be a lot of mingling if those entrepreneurs in the meeting with Ben and Alex will be present. Hemi Girl says, I think she's with Dave for real. I do too, Hemi. I think that's who Amber's engaged to, is Dave. And I think they're using Ray as a cover, like as a code word, because Ray is younger than Amber. And when I hear them talk, it sounds like a little brother and a sister talking, when he's with her on lives and stuff. They don't, I think that's her real boyfriend or her fiance. I think so. And if she's pregnant, even though I know people in social media world are going to go crazy, but that's why when I did my short, I said, for people who follow Amber, in real life, do you think Amber is pregnant? Because I definitely think Dave is her real fiance. And they just say Ray. Marion, I really do think that. I think Ray is just a code word, and that Dave is the fiance. Magnolia, your man about to get married to Amber Ty. I do. I think that's Amber's real fiance. Hear me, girl. Think the camera got. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Emmy girl. I didn't even finish reading your comment, and I said what you just said. I'm sorry. I didn't even finish reading it. It just like popped in my head because I've been saying that. Hemi says, I think she's with Dave for real. Think the camera guy thing was just a rumor or a front, because in a video she did late last year, yes, she said she was single as a Pringle. And I'm sorry, Hemi girl, I didn't even finish your comment. But that's what I've been thinking, that Ray is just a cover. It's a front. And she does hang out with him. He's her what is his her cameraman. So of course they hang out. But he's younger than her, and Amber's not childish. She's a woman, in real life. You know what I mean? Terrain says, hey, Gwen said, hi, Terrain. Denise says, I love reading these comments. Oh, I'm glad you do. We have a very good group of people, and hopefully it'll keep growing, but just, let's keep it positive as we can. Even though sometimes we may say negative things, let's not go out backwards and just be ugly. That's what I don't like ugly. I don't like mean spirits. Because mean spirits, negativity, it'll attach to you. It will. Before you know it, it will attach to you. I had to ask myself today. I've never liked the Anthony character from day one. Never. And then I said, am I starting to dislike him even more because of all the negativity from other people talking about him and whitewashing him? Is that making me dislike him more? And then I had, I'm like checking myself, saying, don't let those people phase me. Don't make me dislike this man. I already don't like him. So it's a skit. Let the man be, It is what it is. There's no reason for me to keep disliking him. I just don't like him anyway. So I don't need to make it worse. And I think that was getting on me. Dave's house has a putt-putt course. Yes, it does. And then Angela says, hey, Trap Star says, Ben brings, Ben needs to bring Abigail so she can network. Ooh, for her new business potential investors. This way, Amber will see her and tell silly Danielle. I think she would tell Danielle. She's been minding her business, but I think she probably would tell Danielle Trapstar. Since Danielle wants to run around and tell all of Amber's business and dig all into Amber's business. And I also think Michelle, the lake lady, she does have some kind of blackmail on Ben. And I don't think Ben even realizes it, right? Let's see. Alex will be the DJ. Remember, Dave has a club in his basement. That's right. That's right, Marion. Boy, we are so good together. Wow. And then let's see. Nature says, I thought today that Brody, Ken, and Angelina should be there. Even brings Ashery. Leave Pam at home with her pup. She won't behave herself. Why? Was there a skit on them? I didn't see it. I mean, I woke up and looked at the ones that like popped out at me. Let's see. I had no idea Alex met Amber. I thought the commenters say Dave did not introduce them. They hadn't crossed paths yet. They did today, but they hadn't crossed paths. He had never seen Amber before. So it wasn't because Dave deliberately didn't introduce them. He wasn't going to just call Alex and say, hey, Alex, come over. I want you to meet Amber. He's not going to do that, So they're making a big deal out of nothing, to be perfectly honest. I'm telling you, they find things to make up. I know how it works, guys. Trust me. They're making up stuff so they can get clickbait, click, click. Yeah, no, just it's not that he didn't want to introduce. They have not been in the same room. Amber hasn't even been there when Alex was there. Amber texted Dave one day, and that's when Alex found out about Amber. He's never been around Amber. So why are they talking like that? Because they're making up stuff. They can't help it. They need something to talk about. And that's the part about trying to be a content review person. And when people start getting the clickbaits, because see, for me, I think I like honesty more than hateful spirits, and I kind of want to stay out of that world. And plus, maybe it's time for a new way to do reviews. This isn't the only review content that's out there. There's a lot of content that has reviewers, some negative, some positive. But here, it's like they want to take it to a whole new level. And it's like, why? Why do you want people so upset? Because of money? Does it make you more popular driving negativity home? Is this purgatory we live in? I mean, what? Why make a big deal about Alex not meeting Amber? They've never been around each other before. So I mean, I get what you're saying, Angela. I'm actually glad you put that out there because, I stay away from them. So I really don't know what they're talking about except what you all tell me when you come back. Not that you're spies, it's not what I'm saying, but when you hear things that make you go, huh? Like the bump in the dark. Anthony's ego is too big to fight in front of these business connections. True. I agree with that, Hemi girl. Magnolia says, remember Dave just asked Amber yesterday if she cared about Aunt finding out and about them. And she said, no. Dave said he doesn't care. We're about to get that. I like that. Magnolia, you know what? I think you might be right. And Dave seems like the type that would say, yeah, let him come. If Amber doesn't care, it's fine with me. I mean, what does Amber really have to lose? Honestly. She told the attorney about the alleged affair, right? And that's pretty much what you need to do. If you're having an affair, tell your attorney. If you are in a divorce, tell them so they won't be surprised. Just like Anthony didn't tell about the baby. And Anthony's attorney was angry with him last year because he didn't tell her. He tried to hide the fact that there's a baby. No. When you have an attorney, tell them so they can fight for you. Yeah, Magnolia, good point. Good point. Do y'all remember when that guy tried to talk to Amber at the lake house? Yeah. And little ankles came running over there. Trap star, he was ready to box, wasn't he? You know, and it's sad that they were a happy couple in the beginning for maybe 2 months. They were pretty good. But I did look at some older skits, and Anthony's behavior was changing. And this was not when Shayla had first got in the picture. It was after they had been married for a little while. And I started noticing he had a mean streak. And I was like, oh, see, I knew that guy wasn't who he was pretending to be. Sure did. Asked Amber if she cared. And Amber said, nope. Yeah, great catch, Magnolia. Troll. Oh, there's another troll in here. Thank you. Thank you, guys. If that's who I think you're talking about, thank you. But if there was another one, thank you for that too. Because they're going to start trolling us. So get ready. They're going to start. Alex knew of Amber from Dave. Yeah, he knew of it. He knew of her, but he had never met her. That's the thing. So why would Dave's supposed to call Alex over and say, come meet Amber? No. Don't call your friends over to come meet me. For what? And remember at the fair when Dave stopped to talk to his business associates, and they were saying, oh, he didn't even introduce Amber. Was he really supposed to? No. Why are you going to introduce your girlfriend to all these men? For what? It's not like they were his family. If it had been his brothers and sisters, I can see it. But his business partners, they didn't need to meet Amber. And of course, I got to find a name for the people who do the reviews, the reviewers. They're having a fit. He didn't introduce Amber. Why would you? That's not what you do. You don't introduce her for what? So a lot of men can oogle and google at your girl? No. And especially when you're having an affair with in the first place. But even if it's not an affair, do you really want to meet a bunch of guys and be standing there interrupting, whatever your new guy is doing? You probably don't want to do that. Let him handle whatever he's handling. Mind your own business. And when he's done, you'll be fine. Oh, if Sincerely stops by with that investor boss, this one who said to Brody, tell Angelina that I said hello. Did one come on? But Sincerely's on the run right now, right? Because she's wanted. But I really want to know who that who the enemy is, that other. Maybe it's one of her brothers that went to jail. Because remember, Angelina dropped a dime and everybody went to jail, I guess, except Sincerely. Atlanta about to come out. Magnolia says, no problem, Gwen. Denisha, Anthony will bring Denisha. Yep, he sure will. Michelle B says, hey, hi, Michelle. Michelle B says, hey, chat family. Don't trust the writers of the storyline, and I hope they do not do anything to cause Amber more pain. I don't think they will in this case. And people keep saying, oh, Amber's blowing her divorce. I don't think so. I don't think so. And then remember, 50-50 equitable state, 50% is a negotiating tactic starting point. It's not that you necessarily are trying to get 50%. It's negotiating. It's negotiable. It's an equitable state. Equality is 50-50. It doesn't mean you're going to get the 50%. So when they say, oh, she doesn't deserve 50%, that's a negotiating tactic. So, I mean, I really say that because all of these people are hollering about she's asking for 50% for what? It's just negotiating kickoff. That's all it is. He might want to claim his wife because he's going to feel like a fool that his wife left him for a rich man. I think he better go have a seat and leave Dave alone. This is going to be so good. Wayne is going to be super messy and jealous at the same time. Trapstar, and he's going to say something, I think, about Amber because he's going to be in his feelings. You are absolutely correct. Trapstar says Wayne is going to be super messy and jealous at the same time. He's going to call a meeting the next day with Amber again at his house. I think you're right. Because at the end of the day, he does, for whatever reason, he wants Amber. Whether it's because he really wants to be with Amber, whether it's just because she's the one that walked away and left him, whether she's the one that, she's Amber. There's something about Amber that is driving Wayne like cuckoo. And it's like, what? Leave that woman alone and go and let her go on about her life. And ever since Anthony's been back, he's been all in their marriage. He stays in their marriage. Leave them people alone. Go find Tamara. You need a Tamara to keep you in line. Trapstar, I rep that. Did you see him as one of those entrepreneurs? Who? I'm not sure what that is. Hey, Michelle's in the house. Amber's looking nice today. I like her outfit. It's super cute. And I like her hair flip too. I like Amber's hair flip like that. It's cute. And then they should make this Anthony's embarrassing karma for Rose's wedding. There's a start. That's a start, Trapstar. He needs to be embarrassed in front of people like he did Amber. I agree. I mean, he's done so much dirt to that girl. Like, why are you still holding on to her so you could torture her? What's the deal with this guy? He never loses. He already lost her. Is that not clicking in his head that she finally walked away? He thinks he's just gonna walk back. Honey, I'm home. Anthony, I'm back. Let that woman go. Jeez. Anthony will lose his ish for real. I don't see him crying, but shooting daggers at Amber and Dave. But do you think they will let Amber get caught with Dave since she wants her money? But is she really getting caught? I mean, at the end of the day, even though Shayla was from last year, there are judges who will admit that. When they see her petition, they're going to, and this is just from my own experience, but I didn't have the cheating part. The judge can say that, admit it into evidence. Let me see the original petition. Then they can see his financials. They can see about baby Kai, but that would be up to the judge. So we don't even know what Amber is filing for, like the reason she's filing right now. She could be for the whole ball of wax, and the judge will pick and choose. Like, he'll set a standard as to what fits into this current divorce and what doesn't fit from the first filing of the divorce petition. So the judge has a lot of weight in marriages. So hopefully you're in a state that's not pro patriarchy, pro the good old boy club, because then you might not fare so well. Dave was so excited to Donna. Dave was so excited to see Dave. Oh, you mean Amber? Yeah. Eklund, good night. Hi, Eklund. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? How's your day going? Eklund, what do you think about the party? What do you think's going to happen, Eklund? I'm just curious what you think. Talk to me, girl. Magnolia, yes, Trap Star. I want him. You guys are so mean. I want him crying a heap on the floor. Turn into a pillar of salt, huh? Turn into a pillar of salt over there in the corner. All the ladies and gentlemen need to look like queens and kings, Black beauty at its finest. I like that nature. That's sweet. I like that. Yeah. Donna says Denisha's pay is getting cut. So yes, I agree with you. She will definitely pursue Anthony now, married and all. And that is Denisha Barracuda. Denisha is no nonsense. Remember she used to tell Momo and Melissa, how to carry themselves or behave, and he told Momo, stop taking Rafi's money because you're doing too much. And Momo kept on, and she ended up having to pay Rafi back all that money. Street Poet, what do you got for me? Street Poet, Nonya says, they're trying to make Anthony commit a crime of passion. Yeah, I hope that's not it, Street Poet. After I said what I said, I thought about it. And Street Poet, I hope that's not what Wayne's doing. Seriously. Because Anthony he wouldn't be within his rights, though. You keep saying that. That's not true. Why are you saying that it's okay to commit a crime of passion? Not in this country. You go to jail. You don't commit crimes of passion. And I don't understand why you're saying that, because that's like totally untrue. Okay. When he said, that's why men in movies do crimes of passion. Crimes of passion get you put in prison every single day. They get you put on death row. I'm not understanding why you're saying that. I really just don't. Dave and Amber playing obituary games. What do you call it when Anthony was over there with Shayla? You want to come over here with that whitewashed Anthony and Shayla nonsense and then talk about Amber and Dave after she's been with him for a whole year and a half, getting treated like garbage, and you want to come over here with this nonsense? I don't think so. So you can take this negative stuff and you can take it back over where you got it from. And I know where you got it from. So you can take it back. Don't come in here talking about it's okay, he's within his rights. I don't think so. Donna, Dave was too excited to see Amber today. Please like, share, and subscribe to NONYASISCHAT Chat. It's free to subscribe. Where's the link for the Discord? I haven't set it up yet. I've been doing other stuff. Street Poet, LOL. Anthony won't do nothing. Yeah, he's playing victim in public. But don't come over here with that nonsense. In this country, we don't have crimes of passion. You go to prison and you can end up on death row. So no, we don't do crimes of passion. He's within his rights. No, he's not. Not in America. Where'd that come from? Is that what they're preaching out here in the dirty streets? That he's within his rights to do crime of passion? Are they really saying that, you guys? I'm not out there long enough to listen to that. I know they're not preaching that. They can't be. So stuff like that comment, if you see something like that, you can read it and decide if we should keep it or not. Because that comment, not that you're protecting me, but the integrity of what we speak on, that was a bold-faced lie. and I deleted it or hid it or something. I hope I deleted it. I meant to delete it. Now it's deleted. So when you see something like that, please delete it because, I mean, it did upset me because that's not how our country operates. So that kind of nonsense, don't bring that in here. Don't bring, like, they deserve it. Well, what do you think Anthony did? Does he deserve it? Him and Shayla, they got a whole baby. But you want to walk in here talking about somebody should be unalived because they're in a relationship and she happens to be the wife of a man who tortured her for a year and a half or a year when he came home? Please delete comments like that because that's nonsense. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. They got to go. They got to go. Like Whitney said in her Bodyguard movie, she got to go. Nature, yes, I do think they're letting Amber get caught, unfortunately, but they should let her get a win at this party. I agree, Trap Star. When she should stand firm and say she's legally separated and there's nothing he can do. Exactly. He probably hasn't even read his papers, knowing him. Eklund says, hi, Gwen. Dave is a suavecito. Carla, the lawyer said Amber can date respectfully. Anthony is coming to Amber's man's house. Exactly. And if there are any other comments like the one Street Poet put in, please get rid of it, please. That upset me a lot. Don't come in here with that nonsense. That's not how our country operates. And as an American, that's a slap in my face. As a woman, it's a big slap in my face. You don't get to commit a crime of passion. Whether she got a legal separation or not, we don't unalive people and get away with it in America. Don't come for me, don't come for my country, and don't come for women, please. Shy Lady says, if Ben and Anthony they go and see Dave's house, they're going to be hating hard, and they're going to want to try to call Amber a gold digger and try to, Dave's not going to, I don't think Dave's going to listen to him, Shy Lady. I don't think so. The only thing that I think Amber needs to be concerned about is when she tells Dave about Wayne and her relationship with Wayne before she married Anthony. That's the dark secret that Amber has that she's going to eventually have to tell Dave about because he's going to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Skitland is back. We have excitement in action. Cold Stone Steen will be there. Yes. And Shy, I don't know that. Do you think Dave would believe that? But I think it's going to come out, and I can't speak now. I got a little upset there for a minute. Sorry, everybody. My apologies. But I don't like stuff like that. Trapstar says Dave will be revealed on his turf, and Amber will have no one else to try and blackmail her. Nonya Anthony is going to throw a fit. He's going to yell, that's my wife. Yeah. And maybe he needs something to latch on to. Latch on to Shayla. Go on back over there with your baby mama. Honestly. Him and Shayla tore that brand new marriage into shreds. Shayla started it. Anthony kept it up. Angelina participated. Amber wanted to do all kinds of things herself, lost her babies, everything. Let the girl have a break, please. Let the woman have a break, right? Let's see. Marion says this party, I think Amber will use it as her and Dave's coming out party. She'll flaunt it. Dave, like Wayne, was flaunting Shayla. I think we had a comment like this, earlier. And A&M painting. Trapstar says, Magnolia, I love it. I hope Am Bam and Dave are matching at this party. They might. Let's see. Ben might want to bring Abigail since it's small Black entrepreneurs, and that includes, if she gets an invite, that would be Abigail at the party. And I don't know. Let's see. Nonya, Amber has worn that mommy hat. Yeah, right, Donna. Her mommy hat. We've seen her in it twice, right? Her mommy hat. Yeah, that's right. Donna, you're absolutely right. Trapstar says, hi, everyone. Please be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And then, and thank you, Trapstar. Dave and Amber are about to show out. I hope so. I mean, yeah. But yes, Donna, yeah, you guys are right. She has worn her mommy hat twice. Mm-hmm. Probably what she one that she wears with her son, because she says she likes to wear sweatshirts and jeans and tennis shoes because she's a boy mom, you know. So and she's got her mommy hat. She's worn it twice for us. And we did mention it the first time. I sure did forget it this time. I'm so busy looking at her yesterday talking about what if she gets pregnant. Like, whoops. Mm-hmm. Well, Alex and Dave said they will have security at the party. Anthony ain't gonna do nothing in front of all those people. Do you think he's gonna ask Amber if it's okay? Anthony would collapse if Amber wears that dress. Hi, baby girl. What's happening? Dave is gonna buy Amber a new dress, I think. Maybe. Because he knows Amber already said no to him taking her shopping. He said no. She said no. So he knows he knows Amber's not broke. You know what I mean? He knows. And Amber would be sharp all the time. So, but he knows she's just Amber. Nonya, oh, you had a nap too? Good. I'm sure you needed one. Yeah. And you moderated a couple of places, and that's a lot. I hope Shayla will not be there. Deborah, she don't need to come. Let her go and stay at the podcast. She almost got fired today, Deborah. Wayne almost fired her. And she over there running her mouth talking about she the head lady. Nature says, I agree. They will have to write in these skits. They did Shayla the same way because the ladies will be showing their belly. They can't have them just be there with a baby bump. Mm-hmm. I don't know, does Amber seem like the type that will wear her tummy out? Like the real Amber? I don't know. I was in my day, we didn't do that, but it fits her body like a glove. Remember how Anthony was smiling and looking at her when they did the shoot? Magnolia says it will be nice to see Amber and Dave matching their attire, giving pure powerhouse couple. It would be nice. I mean, we have a lot of hope for them. I just don't want Wayne to disappoint us like big time again by shooting him, not shooting him, by pew-pewing her in the foot, Let the girl breathe for a minute, Wayne, would you? Maybe I should stop talking to Wayne. Maybe I'll make him mad. I'm just kidding. Man ain't listening to nothing I'm saying. Magnolia it'll be nice to see them dressed alike. You are welcome, Gwen. No bashing Amber over here. Mm-hmm. We is peaceful. Yeah, I mean, coming here talking about it's okay for a crime of passion. What are you talking about? What? That's never okay. What? Where'd that come from, right? Mm-mm. You're welcome. Let's see. What do you guys think about the party? We're excited, Antoinette. Extremely excited and happy and hopeful. And we hope Anthony gets to come in if security lets him in. We hope so. And let him bring Denisha with him. And bring Wayne. Yeah, let him come on to the party. I'm sure Dave is going to ask Amber, does she want Anthony in there? Because they have a security list. And who was it that said a trap star? Was that you? Yesterday when Dave asked her, did she care about whatever? She said she didn't care if he found out. Amber has finally moved on, and whether she stays with Dave or not will be her choice, because you don't have to be with somebody else to move on. Some people are rebounders and they want somebody else to be there when they break up. It's healthy for some people it's not. I really didn't care, when I didn't care. I'd be by myself. That's fine. I like being by myself. So, you know, and there are people who rebound. They don't want to be alone. There are people who don't want to be alone. And I understand that too. You know, Amber is a rebounder. And, people throw stones at that. But how many of people are rebounders? They'll break up in one relationship and they'll start another one. Like, right away. People do what they do. It may not be the healthiest, but then who am I to judge what's healthy for another person, right? Amber's going to be stunning, standing by Dave's side. She is going to be stunning. And Nature says they're going to stunt on everybody in the joint. Antoinette says, we are thinking fireworks, says Angela Atkinson. Yep, fireworks. Antoinette, I believe Anthony will bring Denisha. Me too, Antoinette. As a matter of fact, I hope he does. It will work out, and you trust the process. God will hear you and provide a way. Thank you, Nature. I always appreciate your words of wisdom and kindness. Yeah. And I do think Antoinette, he'll bring Denisha. I hope he does. I do. And Donna A, yes, Amber and Dave will look wonderful. I just, I wonder also, Antoinette, if Wayne's going to bring Lauren or if he's coming by himself, because we know he likes to go places by himself quite often. Exactly, Gwen. They don't know us over here. We will, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. The first time I read the comment, that's one thing, but to see it again, no, don't do that. Wayne doesn't like when Tamara walks away. He doesn't, Alexis. Tamara, 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 I'm talking to you. He don't like when Tamara walk away and to ignore him. But Alexis, did you hear him tell her, where your sandals at? In other words, where's my real Tamara? Where's my Tamara? Did you hear that today? I did. Just tell Tamara to comb her hair, okay? Comb your hair, Tamara. Because, she can wear her baggy stuff if she wants to, But, yeah. Just make sure she keep her hair combed. But I think Wayne was like, I think Wayne still liked Tamara. I don't know. I do. After what he was saying today, even though he was fussing and she's walking away, then he turned around and he couldn't get in the doors because they were locked. And when Tamara came out, I know she know those doors were going to lock. She just closed the door. Amber said, not too much on my man now. He said, Ernestine, back up, honey. Back up. Back all the way up. Back up. Okay, both Amber and Ernestine, they did. They look hot today. Trapstar says Ben is not going to tell Anthony about Dave. That element of surprise makes it even better. Anthony will be mad at Ben when he finds out that he knew and didn't tell him. I like that. I agree with that. Hold on a minute. Okay. Okay. And then Nature says, Magnolia, I think so. They're going to be shining bright. All eyes on them. Gwen says, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Please do. Appreciate you so much. Anthony, bring Shayla. Bring Amon and Delicia. No. Let them stay over there in their own little bubble. Now I want to see Anthony. And then we know Denisha knows who Amber is. So Denisha's going to be like, whoa, what is this? Remember she was talking to, I'm a fan of Trinity also, baby girl. I was hoping we saw Trinity. But I guess, because that's that's Alex's house. Well, in real life, that's Alex's house. But I wanted to see Trinity also. But what was interesting is that she had white on, and I mean, typically you're not supposed to. It's not customary to wear white after Labor Day, but now we're back in the summer, so it's okay. So we're not at Labor Day or Memorial Day. We're not there anymore. But yeah, I think we're all a fan of Trinity. Hmm. But hopefully, I mean, he that man is going to buy her equipment. I would bet on it. I hope so anyway, because I like him for Ernestine. Um, yes, Juanita, we hope they're matching too. I'm not trying to see Shayla's at all. Yeah, let her stay home. And if it's next weekend, Amano's probably still be gone because the games are still on, the basketball championship or whatever it is, finals. Gwen says, please like, share, and subscribe. Marion says, Shayla won't be there. Anthony knows Denisha has more class than Shayla. Yep. I don't want to see Shayla at this party. I don't see how she would end up coming. Like, they need to let us focus on the Daltons. I don't know how would they fit Shayla in to come to the party? Anthony's not gonna bring Shayla. He's gonna bring Denisha. Rebooting. Okay, one journey. I think Anthony looked at Ben today that he was using him to get Wayne because he didn't even invite him. Baby girl says Wayne told Shayla. Shayla had that black hair on. Wayne is something else. When she has that black hair on, baby girl, we know something's about to happen, right? Mm-hmm. When she has that black hair, she's up to. We know something is gonna pop with Shayla. Wonder if Anthony gonna curl up and cry like a baby. Hopefully, he done made her cry enough. She's legally separated. She won't lose anything. Exactly, Trapstar. And Wayne made sure he threw that into his world. Hi, Lioness. Welcome in. Lioness says, hello, everyone. This Amber and Dave coming out party. Yeah, it is. And let's see. Gwen is saying, hi, everybody. The lawyers say, even if Anthony finds out, he can't do anything. That's right. And then Marion and the people don't listen. You know, the ones who are doing the reviews or whatever, they don't bring out the real stuff. They just, they just pick something to put out there in the atmosphere to get people all hyped up, like the one that just left. Hi, Keisha. Good evening. You guys survived it, huh? Was there an 8:30 skit or 11:30 skit? What was it? If you guys saw it, I'm having baby blueberry. Oh, Marion, cool. A blueberry lemon drop. I like that. That sounds good. I like blueberries. Good evening, Keisha. You survived it from being across the street. When Anthony Lawyer says Amber is right. And let's see. Anthony may get Ben to pay him if Wayne starts having doubts. Hey, Lioness. Wayne is coming. Yep. He agreed to it when he normally says he would. He'd say no. So he's keeping close to Atlanta to find out what's going on with Amber. Mm-hmm. He's going to get everything he's been wanting to find out. You are absolutely correct. I agree with you 100%. Yep, because that's why he put himself on the podcast so he could ask Amber who she's dating. Because he knows Amber. He knows she's dating somebody. He should. She dated him undercover, Angela A, yes, she is. He doesn't. One Journey, did she leave me? One Journey, are you still here? Okay. Donna, right. Let's see. Tamara shouldn't be trying to boss Wayne around. Yeah, Trapstar, that's what Tamara doesn't understand. She could do it with D and get away with it, even though, I mean, sometimes D wouldn't really listen, but she's used to doing that with Damien. And that's why Wayne said what he said. Do I look like D? And the way Tamara speaks, she gives direction, but not always do people want to take it. And then her delivery with Wayne, of course, is harsh because she's heard that they broke up. But I think she was closer to Damien, which was why he would listen to her. Maybe because they had been together and through a lot, you know, they had been through a lot together, all the way back to Zeus or whatever it was, right? And Wayne is a totally different animal than Damien. So I don't think that Tamara and Wayne really got to know each other. And he wanted to introduce Tamara into his world, but he never asked her anything about herself. And that was a big mistake on Wayne's part. He wants to talk about himself, but he didn't even did he even ask her anything at that date that night about her? Tamara shouldn't be trying to boss him around. Yeah. And Heike should be Amber has met Denisha. Yeah, at the birthday party. Because she came over there. Yeah. And when Erica was gonna get Shayla. So she knows her, yeah. And actually she was like, what? She was shocked that Shayla had a baby by Amber's husband. And I love podcasts. Me too. Because all the other channels are not. Great idea. Because I'm thinking vlog, right? Because I saw it somewhere when I was researching YouTube. And that's why I got stuck on it and I forgot all about podcasts. Even though I looked at Ernestine and Amber's, a part of their podcast today when they used to do podcasts. And it didn't even click, Amber said Dave is her business partner. That's true, Marion. She can say that. And Vanetta, hi, welcome in. Yeah, Tamara's still, Tamara. I keep calling her Tamara. Tamara is still hurt. Wayne knows Lauren is a scammer. Someone was saying that Amber stated she was pregnant. No, she didn't, Vanetta. She didn't say that. What we're saying, I have said, is she? Because Amber is engaged, number one. Now that part we do know. And Amber has worn a mommy hat twice. The mommy caps, 2 times. And it looks like Amber does have a baby bump, but we don't know for sure. I mean, we only see what we see. But last night when she mentioned, would he be okay? They might mess around and she might get pregnant. That was a big hint. And that's where I know I've said it. That's exactly what I said. Not that that's where you got it. I don't know. But Amber is very good with her fans at dropping hints. Her fans, the real Amber Ty, not the character, but the real Amber. She's always dropping some kind of hint to her fans. And that's why, like on my shorts, I put one on there asking, Amber fans, I should have said followers, do you think that was a clue that Amber is pregnant? Because if she is, they're going to have to write it into the storyline, right? Because they're not going to let Amber walk away from the storyline. Wayne's not going to have that. So, yeah, that might explain the last night scene. Yeah, we've been saying that, Marion also, because we do follow Amber. So, yeah, that probably is why. And I did say that this morning, like early. So, I said it at the tea also. But I don't know where you heard it, but people get around to different chats and stuff. So anyway, let's see. I can see Wayne cracking jokes about Ben. Oh, big time, right? You have Ben on the ropes. If those other entrepreneurs from the meeting will be there with Ben and his friend, he will try to be careful how he represents himself, hopefully. But I'm wondering, is he going to tell Michelle, what's her name? Abigail, about the event so Abigail can come. And yes, Magnolia says, and that would be true, Marion. Darren and Lisa should be there. See if Lisa will be on the prowl again. Nature, you think? Oh, Darren. Oh, yeah. Will she be on the prowl again? She better. Oh, I doubt that Lisa's going to go near Dave if she likes her head being on her shoulders. I think you touched on something, Nature. You better stay away from Dave. Hey, Dave. You see, Lisa, you better go the other way. That's a good catch. I like that. That's a good one, Nature. Yep. Amber should get asked to use her restaurant to cater, and Amber cooks her pies. Really? You want Amber to cook for that party? Marion, no. Oh, why would she cook? They're hosting the party, girl. Because I think this is going to be the catered event. I'm just teasing you, Marion. Um, this is what I would like, Marion, is to see them open a bakery for Amber because Amber loves to bake things. Angela, yes, Amber's lawyer said there's nothing Ann can do about it. When Anthony finds out, Amber's got a new boo. Anthony will have a fit when he sees the house and Dave. Yep. But I would like to see her open a restaurant if she really, wants to stay in working or whatever. Then open a bakery. I mean, because that gives her more to do than just have to go in there and deal with Shauna. And Amber seems like she's setting in as the woman in Dave's house. Yep. I'm sorry. Let's see. I love the backyard. Isn't it beautiful? What do you call it? Topiary? Somebody tell me what it's called. Is it topiary? Topiary? I think it's topiary. Like Michael Jackson had the giraffe, but Alex has some cool animals in his backyard. That's Alex's house, but still Dave's house. That backyard, those sculptured animals are absolutely gorgeous. They are. And Wayne is going to go in on Atlanta, never going to hear the end of it. Darren probably won't go unless he gets an invite. And maybe Ben will invite him, because he's going to always be looking for people to scam. Darren, well, we know Darren's a scammer. He was going to scam Mike. Hi, Vanetta. Shy Lady says, you're such a sweetheart. Thanks for having my back, Nonya. Oh, you're welcome. I'll see any of you guys out there. I'll be reading. Ask Angela Atkinson. If I'm out there, I'm looking for you. Trust and believe. Hi, Steffi Mac. I'm always looking for my peeps. My peeps. Yep. I love the backyard. Trap Star. They are having the party in the backyard, and the backyard is nice. It's very nice. But yeah, I'm always looking for my peeps. I found Marion. I found Angela. I found Goddess today. I mean, I know where to go because I know the timing of most people. So, but I don't go out there anymore because they get on my nerves with the nonsense. So I kind of don't go out there. I just went out there today to take the temperature and put the word out, along with Marion, that, yep, that's Dave's best friend, Alex. And so that kind of got around, but I saw Marion had posted it, so I posted it again. Steffi, I'm okay. My eyes are starting to water, but I'm a lot better today. I did take a nap, so thank you for asking me. I took a nap because after the tea this morning that we do, I was tired. And I said, well, let me lay down, right? And I wanted a macaroni and shrimp salad. My sister makes one, and I love seafood. I got all the stuff out, and then I didn't feel like making it. So I put it back in the refrigerator, and then I just went and got in the bed and took a nap. But thank you, Steffi, for asking. I appreciate you for that. And then Marion says yes, because he won't think no one knows Denisha. He'll be looking at Amber the way he was when he saw Amber at Ben and Danielle's. And he just doesn't know Amber and Denisha know each other already. I could see Denisha being real cool, but she's not going to say anything. I think she likes Amber. It's about time Wayne checked Shayla. That was priceless, wasn't it? That was so good. Magnolia, I'm having twins for your man. Betty said she having twins, Magnolia. Uh-oh. Y'all gonna be in a battle up in here. I love that for Shayla. Good stuff. It was, right? He was like, if you don't stop talking, in other words, she's gonna be sitting in your seat. And we know Wayne will fire you in a minute, right? Shayla shut her mouth quick. All I could do was laugh. I did make a short on it. I couldn't help it. But all I could do was laugh so hard when he shamed her. She the head lady. Wayne's called her a thief. He said, what'd you put in on it? Talking about Wayne is a silent investor. Wayne said, that's mine. That's my podcast. What you talking about, Shayla? Oh, that was funny. Shayla was like, Sonny was like, okay. When he said the seat might open up. Mm-hmm. Sonny was like, yeah, I'll take it. I like that skit. That was a good one. I might look at that one again. Yes, I can't wait for Amber, Dave, and Dave to be at the party, basically. I think that is Deborah. What's it? Oh, Deborah saying. And Trapstar says Shayla was a thief. Yeah, Shayla is a thief. She tried to steal her best friend's husband. You're right. She did. And you know what, Trapstar? Is that what he was saying? Because he's right. Because I didn't even take it that far back. I was trying to think like she took the CEO gavel or whatever. But yeah. When Wayne is funny, Wayne is funny. Yeah, she's a thief, all right, Trapstar. Oh, Lord, Betty, not you too. Uh-huh. Angela, Dave got so many baby mamas. He gonna be a Wayne. Keisha, Magnolia, you better come get you and Amber's man. Yeah. Paul thing he ain't gonna have no limbs left. Keisha said Wayne asked Sonny if she really knows Shayla and the bad decisions she makes. He put it out there, isn't he? He was on one today. And then let Shayla go tell Angelina that. Right, Trapstar. Wayne thinks she's a thief. Because she is. She stole that woman's husband. And that's really sad because I used to think, when I was younger, how can somebody steal somebody's husband? They must want to go, right? But the older I got, the more that particular phrase I understood. It's like they lured them away and they baited them and they did all these things. And Shayla had a big nugget of gold in her pocket. And she handed it over to Anthony and said, you take this and I'm taking you. Because I know you don't want her after you hear what I have to say. So, yeah, that part. Wayne asks, I just hope Amber is okay when she finally does tell Dave about Wayne. I hope they make it through that. Because that's the only hurdle, really, that she has, right? And then Juanita says, one day we need to do Teams or Zooms to meet and greet. I do Teams all the time. I'm always on Teams doing something. But that would be great. And the other thing, Juanita, just so you'll know, I always ask people, do they want to come up here? You can always come up here. I can hold 10 people, well, myself included. So I can hold 10 other people. You can put a mask on. Cover it up with the little circle. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to have one on. My stage is always open. And that's why I invite people to come up. Because you can come up here. I have room. I have a lot of room. I have 10 seats. So I have the same software. As a matter of fact, yeah, that part. Mm-hmm. I got this software back in March, the beginning of March. Yeah. So anybody you can always come up here with me. If you want to be 8 people, and I can turn it into a private meeting so people on the outside can't see what's going on the inside. So yeah, that's why I like this software. It's expensive. I like it, but I can do that any day. That's why when you guys never say anything, I'd be like, how come they don't want to come up here? But yeah. So me plus 9 more seats, that's how many people I can have. And I can turn it into a private chat. It doesn't have to be a public chat. Like I did with Sharon over at the moderator meeting. Sharon has the same software. And that's how we did the moderator meeting. It just takes a link And that's what you always see me send to Miss B, or you see me send it to One Journey or to Sharon. Yeah. So yeah, I can have, yeah. And if you want, you can make more people, but I think 10 is enough on a one stage. But yeah, so we can meet that way. I mean, so whenever you guys are ready, let's do it. I don't care. You know me, I'm open to it. Because I've had this a long time and I've always wanted to use it. So um I started out with Sharon. Well, no, I actually started out with O'Neill using it because he he started um testing stuff, and then we started testing it at the same time together, and then that's how I learned it. So we both learned it at the same time. The software. I asked him because I knew what he used, and then I knew what somebody else used. So, and then he got it, and then we just kind of, you know, he didn't teach me. We just learned on our own. But mhm. So we both had it since about March, and then Sharon got it later. Um, but it's a cool software. And then plus ones have to be validated. Yes, they do. They can bring them. Vanetta, yes, Wayne is for sure. Vanetta says, I want Wayne to embarrass Ben. I'm sure he will. Dave said they're going to look at everyone's IG page to see who everyone is. Steffi, that's going to be so dope, right? Mm-hmm. And then he'll get to see like what Anthony looks like, because we know he already knows Anthony's name. And then he's going to know what Wayne looks like. And so, yeah. He can cancel the podcast after this party because he's going to try to compete with Dave. Trapstar, I think that's a bar girl. He's going to try to compete because he only got on there because he's trying to find out who Amber's dating. It's the only reason he inserted himself into the podcast. Dave say he don't want so much people at his house, and I don't blame him. That's why he said screen the people coming and have security. I don't blame Dave. We used to get parties, but it'd be like, you careful who you bring in your house, right? You have to be. It's not like when we used to throw house parties back in the day. We have a house party. We didn't care who came. Just it's a party over here. But that was then. So I wonder if the Crazy Sisters will be there. You know what? I bet Ben doesn't even bring Danielle because I think he's going to tell Abigail, because Abigail is a small entrepreneur. I think he's going to tell Abigail because she's got her hair supply, her beauty supply, hair supply, whatever she has. Melissa, maybe. If she's back in good standing with him, then yes, she'll be there, I think. And she's about to lose it. She can't see him for 2 days. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you guys notice what she was looking at on the phone? Trapstar, Nature, Hope, Angela, Magnolia. Did you notice on her phone this morning? She was watching Dave play hoops. I wanted to tell you guys that I mean somehow, and I was gonna post it, but I don't think I did on the community board. She was watching Dave play ball, and he had on a supersonic outfit. Uh-huh. That's what was on Melissa's phone. Right before she called her mother, she was looking at Dave play basketball. Mm-hmm. If you go back and look, you'll see one picture of Dave is pretty clear. You can see Dave playing shooting hoops in his Supersonics outfit. He wants to see who broke Amber's heart. Ernestine will be there. Oh, yeah. I think he does. I think he does. Yeah, I think so, Vanetta. Marion says, I think Alex will show the guest list to Dave, and Dave will tell Amber if Anthony is a user, so she won't be blindsided. And I'm sure he's probably going to say, do you want him here? And remember yesterday, I forgot who brought it up, Trapstar Nature, one of you guys, I think, because I can't remember everything. He asked her yesterday, does she care about Anthony finding out, and she said no, she didn't care. So Wayne needs to stay single, yeah, and just casually date. I agree. Dave said he was strategic, and he is very strategic. He is like laser focused on Ambam, and I really just hope. But I mean, he's cheating with a married woman, so I mean, Amber's cheating, even though it was before the marriage. It's like guys have bachelor parties all the time, right before their weddings, but they never want to tell you what they did. And remember, Anthony went to jail. He got arrested because he thought the cop was a stripper, and he was trying to get with the cop, and she arrested Anthony and took him to jail. So for guys to say, "Oh, what happens before marriages and stuff? What happens at your bachelor parties?" hmm I mean, if you really want to think about it, it's not the same thing, but it's something that they do. You think they tell their new wives? No. Dave won't know Anthony is coming. Anthony is Ben's plus one. He'll know. Melissa will handle the guest list. She's not going to tell them Aunt is on the list. If she wants her job, she better tell it. Because this time might be something she'll get fired for. If she lets Anthony through that door, I think, personally, if she doesn't put Anthony on that list and he's coming and he gets in there, that's going to be a problem. Hi, Nancy B. How are you, darling? Did you ever win any money off your scratchers? I saw you won a ticket. I did see that one. So, Trap Star, I'm curious about that. If she pulls some nonsense like this, I think she can kiss her job goodbye. I bet Dave has done research, me too, on Anthony Dalton, just like he did on Amber. Yep. Details is everything with Dave. I agree with you 100% nature. Dave said they are screening their IGs. Wayne shut Shayla down. Yeah, we love that. I love Bethany and Larry's conversation today. I didn't see it. My nose is getting clogged up. I didn't see that. I just saw when Shara came over, I saw Destiny with a hangover, all that nonsense. Let's see. Melissa is going to tell her mom everything. Melissa doesn't have a good relationship with Danielle, which is why she called her the golden child. Yeah. There that when you have brothers and sisters, that typically happens. But Golden Girl, she got problems too. So you saw Dave on there, Nature? Yep. She has photos on her phone. She got Dave in there. And he was in there shooting hoop. In that black jersey. That was him playing ball. That's the Supersonics what you call it? Suit, basketball suit, whatever you call it. Yeah. Okay. Trapstar says that's what he was saying. Yes, Sonny. Yep. That's right. Sonny gonna get that seat. She had all his photos. Yes, Nature. I forgot about Melissa for a second. Me too. Trapstar, I did too. She's gonna clown at that party. Oh, she's gonna crash out. Wow. Melissa is going to tell her mom everything. Melissa doesn't have a good relationship with Danielle. I'm really curious what happened to those girls because they both have issues. Melissa has been elbowed to the sideline, no more courtside seat. And that's what's wrong with her. Because remember, think about when she said twice that, like when Dave said Alex was his best friend, that triggered Melissa. She said, I thought I was your best friend. And then Amber came, and when they were sitting out there, and she said, what is it about Amber? She said, I'm your best friend. So twice she has used the words best friend. Melissa has. Once about Alex and once about Amber. So what's the deal with those two? You got $2? Okay, Nancy, you go, girl. Good job. Good job. I love watching Nancy. She does scratch offs on her channel. She be cracking me up. She just cracks me up. She talks to her tickets. Okay. If Anthony doesn't make it to the invited guest list, he can end up coming as someone's plus one, but he still has to be screened though, right? I'm gonna watch that again. Yeah, Brooke needs to dump him because Isaiah's a loser. Because as a plus one, you don't get screened? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends on the party giver. And then Nancy says Brooke need to dump Isaiah. Tyrone says Alex said he was handling the list and the security. Melissa and Danielle are nuts. Yep, they are. And then Nonya, they did a reveal of who Dave is in real life, and Melissa skit revealed his real life to the Dave in this skit. Interesting. Yeah, we found. I mean, are you talking about that he used to be a ball player? He used to play for the Seattle Supersonics. Because I know Magnolia came back and reported it, and then I remembered his name because I actually used to like that team because it's a West Coast team, you know. Supersonics are in Seattle, Washington. So, yeah. Is that what you mean? The pictures of Dave in his real life? I just saw the supersonic outfit, and that's how I knew that was Dave. I knew that was Dave when I saw the pinstripes because that's what they used to wear. And so yeah, I know it was Magnolia. Was it Magnolia and Trapstar? Magnolia, if you're still awake, was that you? Okay, I'm gonna cut out of here and let you guys go. It is 12:30 your time. Did you see the skit with Dalen? And he said he closed the pizza shop. I haven't watched it, but I saw the skit. Oh, he closed it. He had hired that girl, right? They showed who he was as a ball player. Hmm. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Didn't you guys find him on FB last week, right? Because I kept looking at him saying the guy looks familiar, but I'm thinking from television or movie. But that was it. Melissa and Zachary have something in common in terms of feeling older sibling is in the spotlight more than they are. And a lot of times that's true. I'm the oldest girl, but I don't feel that way. I'm not in the spotlight. My sister under me is more in the spotlight, and my baby sister, they're more in the spotlight than me. My mom, she just said, because she said she knew I would always be okay. And even though, I mean, I'm like, well, what about me? She said, I never worried about you like that, you know, and that was, I guess that was bittersweet, but I get it now that I'm a mom, you know, because so I try to worry about my children the same at the same level. And it's nothing that is wrong, but some children need more attention than other children. Or you might be the baby, you know. But I understand that because I used to question it. And my mom said, no, it's because I wasn't worried about you. And and I understand that. So, but for my kids, I tried like no, all of them the same. I do. I truly try to show that. And Atlanta getting in that party with Wayne, he's going to lose his mind. Yes, Trap Star. I think they're watching us in this chat. Magnolia, are you reaching out to your baby daddy? I mean, father-in-law. Dalen is a simp. He really is a simp. I meant to say on the thumbnail about Dalen. Nature says, yes, Magnolia discovered Dave and found his photos on his father's Facebook. That's right. It was last week. I remember. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. And thank you, Gwen, for posting it as always. And thanks for staying up late with me again tonight. Thank you. Please join me Monday through Friday, 9:15 Pacific, 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 CST for Half Tea with me and NONYASISCHAT. And actually, just so you guys know before you go, One Journey had a great idea. She said, I can change this into a podcast because this is basically what this is. And it's more prevalent now. And it's the new thing to do. And she put up podcasts. What do you guys think of that? So I'm just gonna research podcasts a little bit. And remember, next Saturday, Miss B will have the Tea with Me time slot. So please join and support Miss B. She's going to be running lives. So she's going to have live chats at the 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings. Okay? So everybody have a great night. Take care. And I will see you guys on Monday. Okay? Gwen, thank you for everything. Janet, good night. Whoo! Have a nice one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Good night, Gwen. Good night, Nancy. Terry got knocked out. I saw him. Yeah. 936,000. Gwen, I'm not gonna say it won't make a million. I'm just so shocked that it's where it is. Thank you, Nature. You as well. You as well. And if you guys didn't look at my my short on Angelina, please do. I think everybody has. It's up to 930 what? 936,000 views. So almost at a million, which is a shocker. So if you haven't seen it, please look at it. Anyway, good night. Thank you guys. And I will see you on Monday. All right. Bye-bye. Take care and be safe and have a blessed Sunday. Good night. Night, Janet. Night, Gwen. Night, Nature.